Alrighty, hey traders, John Howell here. Stock market is actually pretty overbought right now, but I do believe that this actually could be a complete change of trend, and we could also be seeing this thing start to have a potential strong finish to the year and maybe even a really good start to next year. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. So let's get into the market update right now, guys. And so let's actually start off with the stock market here. We'll start off with the Nasdaq charts. The thing that I'm seeing here with the Nasdaq charts is this, is that we can see that we've actually had a high through here, lower high and a lower high, and now we've made what? Now we've made a higher high. So what does that actually mean in the big picture of things? Well, it means now we're no longer in a downward trend, but we're not in an upward trend yet. We're in that teeter-totter moment of what comes next. Okay, so what comes next? So the probability of what comes next is this, is firstly, we do get a bit of a pullback through here because in an upward trend, we have higher lows, right? We all know that an upward trend consists of higher lows and higher highs. So if that's the case, we've had this move here, right? We've had this move down, up, lower, high, down, up, lower, high, down, and now we've had this move to the upside, right? Breaking this high. So if we're making lower highs, we're in a downward trend. If we're making higher lows, we're in an upward trend. So we've made a higher high, but we haven't made a higher low yet. That's why there's a real good probability of us, even if we do have another move to the upside, that's probably one, going to be a fake out, but secondly, we're probably likely to get a bit of a pullback as the moving average starts to pick back up again as well too, and we start to create a higher low, and away we go from there. So if we do start to get this setup here, right, where we start to get a higher high, and then we do get a nice strong pullback, then what's probably likely to happen is that firstly, we're going to probably see a very strong Santa Claus rally. Now, this may take the rest of the month, so probably December is going to be very strong. Now, if that's the case, we could be getting ready for a really big start to 2024. So all the talks of recession, all the talks of the market crashing and so on and so forth is probably not going to happen. Now, again, we don't know for sure. The thing that's going to really put what I just said off when it comes to the markets is what actually comes next out of the markets. See, if we're looking at this level here, right, and we can see how that when we get too far away from the moving average, as you can see, the market tends to come back to it, right? So you can see we get too far away, too far away, too far away, too far away, too far away. Like we get to a certain distance away before we end up coming back towards the moving average. So that's the overbought and oversold levels that we need to keep an eye for. We can see we're actually pretty nicely away from where it is right now. So that's the first thing I do say when it comes to that. Now the second thing is that if indeed for some reason the market says, I don't care what's happening here, because this actually happens quite a fair bit in bear markets. I don't think it's going to be this, but this actually could be this, is that we actually for some reason, we start to get a very strong selling period like that through there. If indeed we do get something like this over the next week or two, then you know that the sellers are really, really, really strong here, and then we're probably likely to finish off the year with a bearish December. Okay, that's the first thing I do say there. The second thing I do say is that if we don't get that, but we still get a bit of a pullback, right? So we can see we have the moving average probably coming up through there, and we get some sort of a nice slow pullback like that through here. It might even do something like that where it goes sideways, or we have a bit of a pullback. Then we're probably likely to see this thing start to move up, have a bit of a break up, and then completely push to the upside from there, right? So we can see that that's what's going on from there when it comes to the Nasdaq chart from there. Let's go look at the Dow Jones. And the Dow Jones, again, we're sort of flat through here. If we have a look at the highs, we can see here, once again, this is a lower high, a lower high, and a lower high. So we have made a higher high. So we're no longer in a downward trend. What we need for an upward trend though is what? Higher lows and higher lows, right? We haven't got a higher low yet. So we want to see this thing pull back towards a higher low, and then away we go as well too from there. So as you can see, that's what's happening from there. Let's go look at the S&P 500. And the S&P 500 is doing pretty much the exact same thing as the other indices, is where lower high, all that lower high through there and a lower high through there. Then we made this higher high. So now we're in an upward trend. If you're thinking the market's going to crash, the market is definitely not giving you a weighing on that side through here, right? The market is now completely changed the tune. And as a trader, what must we do, right? As a trader, we must continue to flow with the markets, right? We must continue. So through here, I was obviously bearish, had a bearish tone to my videos, right? Because what? The market was going down. Now the market's starting to change the tune again. Now I'm starting to say, you know what? Well, now we're no longer in a downward trend. We're actually in an upward trend. And now we could be getting something, or not an upward trend yet, but we're getting changing of that trend. And now we could be getting something like that coming out of the markets from there. Make sense? So we need the higher low first to come into play before we start to see this thing start to have a big move to the upside from there. Let's go look at the GDX from here. And the GDX, let's have a look here. The GDX is pretty much flat through here, guys. So we're definitely seeing a lot of support and resistance all through there. We really need to see the GDX get back above the $30 level for this thing to really take place, right? We really need to see something like this happening for it to really start to take some traction and take some place through there when it comes to that through there. GDXJ. And you'll notice also, guys, in that trading course I'm giving away, or free membership access to the trading course, the video number 2 is all about trend analysis and how to read the trend. So if you're interested in that, then that first thing in the description, you can grab free access to the trading course, and I'll teach you more about the trend analysis side of things. But looking at the GDXJ is what we have through here, right? We have a high, a lower high, and then we also have all this high through here as well too. So we're potentially starting to create a potential head and shoulder from here. Very lucid head and shoulder, right? Because I'm starting to look at something like that happening at a GDX from there to there, from that level there. SIL as well. So the SIL, again, we're making these highs, lower highs, and a lower highs. We did make a double bottom from here, right? A double bottom, and now we're holding up through here. So what comes next out of this level here? Now, the really big thing I'm watching for is this. Look at this level through here, right? We're at that major level of support through there, as you can see. And we also have this major level of sort of trend line coming down through here, I would say. Something through there. And then we could possibly even have something going on. Yeah, through... Oh, maybe. Maybe through there. Maybe... Okay. Oh, all right. What could happen a lot of the times is the reason I'm making all those noises is because a lot of the times when we have this like descending triangle pattern through here, as you can see, a lot of the times it can actually be if it breaks bullish to the upside, if it breaks to the upside, we could be getting ready for a big break to the upside, right? So it's wherever it breaks out. Now, looking at the major levels for me is that I'd still want to see this thing break above that $9 level, because that's that, you can see back here in June, July, all through here as well too, all the resistance through here. We can see how it actually had a lot of resistance and support through there. Moving over now through to the SIL as well too. And the SIL did slightly make a higher low. We probably had a support and resistance level through there. So the SIL looks like it could quite possibly be starting to change its tune and start to have a nice move up. We have definitely held this level through here instead of continuing down. So that's actually a strong sign for the buyers starting to slowly come back in. We were in a downward trend, as you can see, but now we're starting to what? Now we're potentially starting to change the tune here of this downward move through here. We're not out of the woodworks yet, but we're definitely holding a lot of support level through here when it comes to the SIL from there. Look out now from silver, and silver is right at this level of support right now, right at this level of support. You can see here It came up, it came down. We did create this major high low here now, right? We came up, we came down high low, and now we're breaking up. So the buyers are starting to slowly come back in control when it comes to this silver chart, right? High, 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 and then we get this pullback from here, as you can see, and we are starting to get this higher low from here as well too, right? So nice little up, down, higher, low, and then away we go when it comes to the silver chart. So the silver chart is really, if I take everything off the screen here and start to look at the short-term analysis, as you can see, right, is definitely starting to gain a lot of momentum on the bullish upside. So on a short-term trend lines, I'd have to start to use something like this from here to here, right? That'll have to be the trend line I have to use. Now, why am I using this trend line? Firstly, because it's the trend line now. It's the most relevant trend line that I can see from there to there. Let's actually take you off the screen. I also can see there's also a lot of support and resistance through there, I would say. Yeah, so something through there. So we're right at that level right now, right? So we are at that level. We had that major high level through there. And now we're at that major resistance level here when it comes to that level there. So we could be getting ready for a strong breakout. You can actually see that all of these lows, this level here, and then also this level here is pretty much where it found support, and now we're actually breaking up. So we'd extend this trend line to the upside. Now, why would we use this trend line here? If this is going to be a fake out to the upside, the first protocol that I would be looking for is a breaking below this moving average, right? So if this is going to be some sort of a fake out to the upside, and it does start to do something like this, and we do something like this coming down, then guess what? Then this is probably a fake out, and before we see it, we move to the downside. If it's not going to be a fake out, then we're probably going to hold this level, especially this whole area of resistance. We've got that strong area of resistance through there, and then we're probably going to see a nice move to the upside from there. Move over now through to the gold market, and the gold market didn't quite get to, not yet anyway, didn't quite get down to the 50% level, and then now it's actually pushing back to the upside. So really strong from there. We definitely did get the pullback, and this is what I was talking. If you guys watched my videos for the last few, or probably last month, you would know that I called a pullback. I called this pullback here in gold, and now we got the pullback, and now we're getting ready to go again. This reminds me up here. This reminds me here of where the stock market is right now, right? Because what has it done? Made a big move up, and now we're probably likely to get a pullback, and then maybe we get ready for that next big strong move to the upside. Make sense? So we have this higher high through here, and we have this higher low through here as well too, and then now we're pushing to the upside. So still the big key area, there's a few areas through here, guys. The big key area for me really is by looking at this this is the weekly chart here, that high through there around the $20,050 level when it comes to gold through there. That's obviously the really big key level that I'm watching for when it comes to the gold market from there. And let me finish off with Bitcoin here, traders. This is the Bitcoin chart. Let me actually just bring this up through to here. Let's actually bring this chart up from here to here. Right, let's actually take off the short-term moving average because we don't need that. We can see by, look at this here, right? We actually had a really big, strong up candle through here, as you can see. Really big, strong up candle. But what ended up happening from here, right? Big, strong up candle, and then completely rejected, didn't it? So we got up, little pullback, and a very strong movement to the upside from there. And then we also, as you can see, but then we completely engulfed it from this red candle from here. What that simply means is that we're probably due for some sort of a pullback, right? We'll come up, and try to break up, and then we're probably going to do something like this now, pull back, and then maybe even create a strong higher low, right? Up, down, higher low, and then maybe get going again as well too. But short-term pullback when it comes to the Bitcoin market as well too. So there we go, traders. Hope this helps you out, traders. If you do need some help, then make sure you grab access to that free trading course. That's that first link in the description. If you do want more intensive, more hand holding, but you want to make 2024 the best year ever, then I've opened up some spots to my coaching program. My coaching program is every single market open day. You and I are together for a minimum of an hour per day. You see what I'm doing. You see what I'm actually doing in the markets and how I'm trading the markets. And this is every single day. Plus, I'm also answering your questions. Plus, I'm showing you my trades. Plus, I'm coaching you and helping you, and I'm guiding you through that. Plus, I also give you my $10,000 scanner. I give you access to the complete module step by step of how to actually identify really good trading opportunities, how to trade the intraday charts, and so much more from there. But this is really me showing you what to do. But then also I'm there literally every single day. Me personally, I'm there with you every single day for an hour, every single market open day, where I'm showing you what I'm doing and I'm coaching you this is an intensive coaching program. So if you truly want to get 2024 to be the best year ever, this is a whole 12 months coaching program. It's not just once off, it's a full complete coaching program from there, because I truly believe that, as you know, it takes a bit of time for you to start to get it, like how to identify a good trading opportunity, what to look for, how to find the trades, how to manage the trades, how to cut your losses short, all that sort of stuff. That's the reason why, guys, it's a full 12 months. And again, if you're absolutely serious, then this is it for you. That second link in the description there, guys, click on that, go fill out the application form right now, and I'll call you to see if you're a good fit from there. And I will talk to you soon.